Hey there, friends. Welcome to your weekly energy update. Please excuse my funny hair. I've been wearing a hat. It's basketball season, and I learned to be a Nuggets fan during the um, quarantine because I was living with a diehard Nuggets fan, and it was one of the ways that we shared our time together. Anyways, please excuse me having missed the last couple weeks. I was in deep retreat, which means lots of meditation, lots of insights, and the follow up of that is usually a bit of disorganization while I'm integrating what I learned. Yeah, going very high and then bringing it back into reality is one of those things that I'm still learning how to do with grace. So, anyways, let's take a look at what we've got going on for the week that we are heading into. This is a powerful week of both processing some of the information that you have maybe not previously integrated into your life, and then implementing a strategic plan to move yourself in the direction that you're wanting to see for your future, whether that is in your career, your purpose, or in your relationship life or spiritual life. There's a call for some intelligent structure to be brought into how it is that you're going through your life day by day with the longer goal in mind. So this is for those of you that are in the process or have really placed in your life an intention or a commitment towards being more present, being more aligned with your higher intelligence, this is one of those beautiful learning processes that you will get to go through or that you've been going through, which is learning to be in the flow of the river of your life, which means moment by moment being here, moment by moment being connected with your deeper insight and intelligence, while simultaneously seeing the direction and the intention of what it is that you want to create in the future. And I'm sure that some of you have experienced where when you're in the flow of the river, sometimes you think you're going over here, but then the river says, actually, we're going over here. So it's a constant learning, growing, adaptive process. But setting some structure in these coming days is going to be helpful for you. So part of the reason that I'm speaking to this is that your first card is our Temperance card. And temperance has to do with a deep alchemical process that we all go through throughout our life, which is meshing the future, where it is that we're going to, where it is that we are emerging into, with the past lessons that we've learned. And as we begin to integrate the past lessons, the opening of what it is that's next to come starts to happen with more clarity and coherence. Specifically, there may be some old hurt or some old pain that hasn't been fully integrated yet. Often, the way that this looks is that there's something that we haven't fully digested, we haven't fully felt it, because at the time that it happened or the time after it happened, we just weren't in a place to be able to fully digest it. And what that sometimes looks like is that we are keeping ourselves slightly distracted, slightly above the frequency of the thing that is a bit painful or a bit uncomfortable. This is going to raise to the surface whether you are wanting it or not, but this can be a beautiful process, particularly if you've created the kind of structure in yourself and in your life that you can now welcome some of this in and still stay present, still stay grounded in yourself, still stay in your life and moving forward. What this will do is as soon as you start to welcome some of that energy in, some of this sadness, or maybe it's fear, if you allow it to come into your system, you'll start to notice that you have more resources that are moving through you that allow for more ingenuity. as that balancing takes place, the goal that you're heading towards, which is this sun, you can see there's a narrow path to the sun there. As you integrate some of this energy, what it is that you're wanting might start to become more clear, which is where we have our second card for this week, which is our King of Swords. And the King of Swords is masterful in strategy, masterful in creating the strategy to get to where he wants to go. And where it is that you're wanting to go, where it is that you're looking for, is this place of deep comfortability, deep achievement. You've created what it is that you want in your life. You have the fruits of your labor are all over the place. You're able to enjoy yourself at a deep level. You are in the garden of plenty. You are in the garden of your own creative ability. You are in your own personal energy. You are able to enjoy the richness of life. So you might ask yourself as you begin to get more clarified about what it is that you want, what are the things that I can do on a day by day, week by week, month by month process that moves me towards what it is that I'm truly wanting? Now, this doesn't have to be massive steps. It can be incremental, little things that allow you to be more in touch with that essential self, little movements that can allow you to make your way towards your dreams. And then the implementation. We've got our Page of Pentacles, who is diligent, committed, willing to learn new things, available to take the steps that are being guided by something that is higher. So this is that process of saying both, I am committed, I do know some of what I'm doing, and I also am here to learn. I'm also here to learn how to thrive in my life. I'm also here to learn how to be committed to something that is bigger than myself. And in doing so, I wouldn't be horribly surprised if you are going to either begin to see something shift at a rapid pace by the end of the week, or you are reaching out to somebody that's of great importance, or hearing from somebody that is going to help this process continue forward. So this could be a powerful week of both integrating something. Sometimes I remind my one-on-one clients that when they do deep work with foundational parts of ourselves, massive change can happen. We don't even necessarily think that we've touched something that's going to open big doorways. But if you think about it, like if your house is built on a particular foundation and that foundation is a little bit fragmented here and a little bit fragmented here, well, the rest of the structure is going to represent that. Well, you shift some of those foundational pieces, some of those places that are maybe injured, or some of those places that have compensatory patterns. If you shift just a little bit down here, the whole structure reorganizes itself. So be open to this process of alchemy. Be willing to sit with, journal with, converse with the parts of yourself that maybe haven't had a chance to be heard in your life, and create room for them, create some compassion for them, because something could really begin to shift this week. And then the next move is, of course, to start to strategize. What am I learning from this process, and how do I want to continue to cultivate the movement that's happening in my life? So thanks so much for tuning in with me as usual. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Take good care.